Hello everybody, welcome to Haiku Talk. I'm your host Ben-Gaa, your friendly neighborhood haiku poet, and today we're going to be looking at a poem from Roger Watson from the latest issue of Wales Haiku Journal, the 2021-2022 winter issue. It's brand new and it's going to be a good poem. So sit back, relax, grab a beverage, and let's haiku. Okay, welcome back. As promised, we're looking at a poem by Roger Watson, and it goes like this. Frozen mountain stream, the percussion of unseen pebbles. Frozen mountain stream, the percussion of unseen pebbles. It's a wonderful winter poem. And it's one that really puts you right in a specific place. And as we're still going through winter here, at least in the northern hemisphere, especially here in St. Louis, we still get those cold days. But today is a little bit warmer of a day, and today would be one of those days where if you did have a frozen over stream, you would definitely hear that water running underneath, which is what's happening in this poem. It's a really nice piece. Let's break it down. As with most poems that we've encountered so far, this one also follows the fragment and phrase format, where the first line, frozen mountain stream, is the fragment, and the phrase is the percussion of unseen pebbles. And let's break it down line by line. Line number one, it's got to set the scene. It's got to grab your interest. It's got to pull you into a moment and either set a mood or set a temperature, do something to grab you and grip you. And Roger gives us frozen mountain stream. Very, very nice, very specific, very level, very sound, very strong line. I know exactly where I am when I read that line. With the idea, with haiku, it gives you a suggestive language that allows you to fill in the gaps, the empty spaces within this very short form. And in those three words, frozen mountain stream, you can't build a better place, location, any clearer than that in three words. Frozen mountain stream. And, it's wonderful. Moving on to line number two, because I want to know now, I'm at the frozen mountain stream. What else is happening in the scene? What else is going on here? So far, frozen mountain stream, I've got the running water. I know it's cold. I know I'm outside. I know I'm away from everything. And having a really nice moment. So what comes next? What comes after that first line? Line number two, we have the word, or the phrase, or the two words, the percussion. The percussion, which kind of comes out of nowhere because percussion is drumming. It is a rhythm. It is a beat. And you wouldn't necessarily think about percussion with a frozen mountain stream. At least I don't right off the bat. So it's kind of a surprising second line. It does introduce the idea of sound. And initially I might think, percussion, I'm out in the woods, I'm out in nature, it's winter, what might I hear that's percussive? I might think of woodpeckers, I might think of, just any sort of knocking on sticks and logs, maybe a beaver doing some grinding, some chewing, something. And so I'm kind of, my interest is piqued. The percussion, what comes next? It throws me for a loop. It's not something I expected to get at after Frozen Mountain Stream. So it's a good line too. And what makes me want to read to line three. And that line three is of unseen pebbles. Of unseen pebbles. Right. Now I know what I'm hearing. Now I know what I'm listening to. And immediately I can hear what that sounds like in my head. I'm cold, I'm walking, I'm outside. I see a frozen mountain stream. I might have come close to it. I might have heard the sound in the distance getting up to it, and you see it, and all you see is the frozen ice sheet on the top. But yet you know the water is running beneath it. You know it, you can hear it. And to me, even though this is a frozen mountain stream, it gets me thinking of life, of motion, of springtime to come. And maybe it's just this time of year where I'm sitting in winter, but I'm definitely looking forward to spring, looking forward to the melt, looking forward to warm weather. And this poem pulls me in that direction with the sound of that water running under the ice. And as I said from last week, or the last episode, whenever you read a poem, you read the poem from where you are in your life. Not only just your age, your location, whatever, but in this case, very much your season. And so for me, seasonally, from where I'm positioned in mid-February or early February, waiting for spring to appear, this poem just really pulls at me. Now, if I read this in summer, I might have a completely different take on this, because it's in summertime, it's hot. Then I'm thinking, ooh, frozen mountain stream. Maybe I'm high up in elevation, and I'm high up over the, where there is still snow on the top of the mountain. It's a very different kind of context, a very different kind of entering a moment, being summertime, going to the icy, cold part of a mountaintop, than it is to be in winter and approaching a frozen mountain stream. So it's just really cool how those things play, those factors in your own life, color how you read a poem and how you enter a poem. And haiku are very nature-friendly, nature-forward anyway, and so they really demand and ask to be reread at different times of the year, at different times of your life. What I like about this one is that it is simply one of these haiku that is what it is. That's not hinting at any more subtext than just taking notice, being present, and being aware of your surroundings, and really feeling and hearing and engaging your senses to, really experience a moment in time. And this, thinking about all of the senses that are touched here, a frozen mountain stream, the percussion of unseen pebbles. You're already feeling the cold, so you've got that feel. You're hearing the stream. There's likely sensory things going on, if you can imagine what the scene might smell like. What other things are you seeing, as you look about in the scene for yourself in the poem? If I were doing like a workshop somewhere, this would be one of those moments where I would go around the room and I would bet I could tell everybody is engaging in this poem in a very specific way. We'd go around the room and maybe say, tell me what your spot looks like. Where are you standing when you see this mountain stream? Give me some details here. And hopefully, everybody could tell me in great detail what this moment looks like for them, what it feels like, what it sounds like. How did they get to this point? How did they come to this frozen mountain stream? Where are they going? What are they thinking about? Where are they going next? Do they want to stay there for a while? Do they want to leave? Does it, what kind of emotions does it stir up inside you? And for these short poems, this is really one of the things that haiku does, and what separates it from other types of poetry, is that it really puts you in a place and asks you to look around, asks you to open your senses, open your memories, open everything, your experience, and see what's happening, feel what's happening, experience this moment for yourself. And for me, Roger Watson really took me on a really cool place. I was very, very happy to visit this spot. Even though I've been to places like this, but when I read it, I didn't necessarily go to some place that I've known about before. I kind of imagined this space, So it was kind of a fun place to kind of leave my work day, and go off on this little adventure to a frozen mountain stream, leaving the Midwest and going to the mountains and experiencing this little spot, this little moment in time. That's it for today. Hope you had a fun time joining me on this little adventure to go to this frozen mountain stream, listening to the sound of the water, the unseen pebbles, the percussive nature of unseen pebbles. And we'll be back next week, hopefully, getting into the rhythm of every week, coming up with a new poem. We'll see if we keep that up. Either way, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell if you want to get updates when new episodes arise. And keep reading, keep writing, and keep enjoying. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.